In this video, we're going to show you the perfect itinerary for the Costa Brava. One of the questions we get asked most is how to build an itinerary that combines the most beautiful beaches and villages, like Tossa de Mar, Begur, Calella de Palafrugell, and Cadaqués. To do this trip comfortably and truly enjoy it, we recommend at least 7 days. That's why we've prepared a super complete 7-day itinerary with the best of the Costa Brava, detailed day by day. If you have less time, you can focus on just one of the bases, but it would be a shame. So let's get started. When is the best time to visit the Costa Brava? This is a summer destination. You need to go when it's warm to enjoy the beaches. The best time by far is the shoulder season. We recommend May and June, in the spring, or September, in the fall. In these months, the weather is perfect, warm enough to swim, but you avoid the crazy crowds. We strongly recommend avoiding the months of July and August. This is the high season. The region gets unbearably crowded with French and Spanish tourists. The roads are gridlocked, and you cannot find parking at any beach. Winter, from November to March, is very bad for this destination. It's cold, rainy, and most of the beach villages become deserted, with almost all restaurants and hotels closed. So, how will our 7-day itinerary work? The idea is to split the trip into 3 bases to optimize your logistics and see the coast from south to north. We'll stay the first 2 nights in Tossa de Mar to explore the south. Then, we'll move up to Begur or Palafrugell, our main base, where we'll stay 3 nights to see the famous Calais. And we'll finish the trip with 2 nights in Cadaqués or Roses to see the Dalí Museum and Cap de Creus. Now, let's talk about transportation between cities. For this itinerary, the rule is clear. Renting a car is essential. It is practically impossible to explore the Costa Brava properly without a car. The best logistic is arrive at Barcelona, BCN, or Girona, GRO airport. Rent the car right at the airport. From Barcelona, the drive to Tossa de Mar takes about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Why is a car essential? The train, Rodalies, only goes to Blanes, which is the gateway, but it doesn't reach the beautiful towns. The buses, Sarfa, do connect the main towns, but they are slow, and most importantly, they don't take you to the hidden Calais, like Aiguablava or Satuna. You need a car to hop from beach to beach. Pay attention. Rent a small car. The roads are narrow and parking spots are tiny. And in the summer, be prepared to pay a lot for parking, about €3 per hour at the beaches. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. You'll be close to all these tourist spots. This itinerary has 3 base cities. In Tossa de Mar, the first base, the ideal is to stay as close as possible to the Vila Vella, the historic center, to be able to walk to dinner. For the second base, the Begur or Palafrugell region is the heart of the Costa Brava. You can stay in the beach villages, like Calella de Palafrugell or La Franque. The pro is waking up at the beach. The con is parking and price. Or you can stay in the town of Begur, which is on the hilltop. It's charming, has great restaurants, and is a 10-minute drive from all the famous beaches. For the third base, in the north, Cadaqués is the dream option. It's the most beautiful, romantic, and isolated village. The con is the price and isolation. A more practical and cheaper option is to stay in Roses, a larger beach town, 25 minutes by car from Cadaqués. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region in each of these areas. If you stay in the Palafrugell or Begur area, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here, on the QR code, on the screen, and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. In every destination, we always recommend one that is very cheap and super well located, and another that's a bit nicer, in the same location but a little more expensive. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The good hotels on the Costa Brava sell out many months in advance. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price. And if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips, and that have everything much cheaper. Travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all attractions, good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account to carry money paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Now, let's get to the day-by-day plan. Day 1. Arrival in Barcelona and drive to Tossa de Mar. Arrive at Barcelona Airport, BCN. Pick up your rental car and drive north. The drive to Tossa de Mar takes about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Arrive in Tossa, park at your hotel, and check in. Spend the afternoon exploring the main attraction, the Vila Vella. This is the medieval walled town, built in the 12th century, located right on the beach. Entry is free. Walk the cobblestone alleys, climb the walls to the top where the lighthouse is. The view of Platja Gran, Tossa's main beach, is spectacular. For dinner, choose one of the charming restaurants inside the Vila Vela. Day 2. Santa Clotilde Gardens and Tossa Beach. In the morning, take the car and drive 20 minutes south to the neighboring town of Calella de Mar. We're going to the Santa Clotilde Gardens. It's a spectacular garden in the Italian Renaissance style, built on a clifftop. The sea view is breathtaking. The ticket costs €6. For lunch, drive back to Tossa de Mar. In the afternoon, relax. Go to Platja Gran, the main beach, or take the car and drive 10 minutes to Cala Pola, a smaller, wilder cove. At night, have dinner in Tossa de Mar. Day 3. Medieval village of Pals and travel to Begur. Today, we change bases and head inland. Check out of your hotel in Tossa. Take the car and drive north for about 1 hour to the village of Pals. Pals is a perfectly preserved medieval stone village on a hilltop. Park the car outside and explore the historic center on foot. Entry is free. Climb the Tower of the Hours for a beautiful view. For lunch, eat at a traditional restaurant in Pals. In the afternoon, drive another 15 to 20 minutes to your next base in the Begur or Palafrugell region. Check into your hotel. In the late afternoon, explore the center of Begur. It's a beautiful hilltop town. Walk up to the ruins of Begur Castle. It's free, and the 360-degree view at sunset is unforgettable. For dinner, the center of Begur has great restaurants. Day 4. The coves of Calella de Palafrugell and La Franque. Today, we'll visit the most photogenic fishing villages. Drive 10 to 15 minutes to Calella de Palafrugell. Park the car, which is difficult in summer. Spend the morning exploring the small coves, with the white houses built right on the sand. Then, take the most famous walk, the Camí de Ronda, or coastal path. It's an easy, beautiful walk, about 20 minutes, that connects Calella to the neighboring beach of La Franque. La Franque is a slightly larger sandy beach with a very chic promenade. For lunch, we recommend the restaurant Casamar in La Franque. It has a Michelin star, a spectacular view, and a great value lunch menu, around €50. In the afternoon, relax on La Franque Beach, or drive up to the Far de Sant Sebastià, the lighthouse, for another incredible view. Day 5. The famous Cales of Begur, Aigua Blava, and Sa Tuna. Today is the most anticipated beach day. Golden tip: wake up very early. Take the car and drive to Cala d'Aigua Blava. In summer, the parking lot, which costs about €10 for the day, fills up before 9 a.m. This beach has the most incredibly baby blue water on the Costa Brava. Spend the whole morning there. For lunch, eat at the beach restaurant. In the afternoon, take the car and drive over the hill to the other side of Begur to visit Sa Tuna. It's a tiny, super charming rocky cove with fishermen's houses. In the late afternoon, return to Begur. For dinner, we recommend Can Sears in Palafrugell. It's a traditional Catalan restaurant in a beautiful courtyard. A dinner costs about €40 per person. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the Dalí House Museum and the boat trips often sell out days before. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the video description to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the Dalí Museum, boat trips to the Meads Islands, and kayak tours, all at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. Day 6. Cadaqués and Salvador Dalí's house. Today we head north. Check out of your hotel. The drive from Begur to Cadaqués is long, about 1 hour and 30 minutes, and the final road is very winding, crossing a mountain. Arriving in Cadaqués, park in one of the large paid lots at the entrance, which cost about €18 per day, and walk down. Cadaqués is an all-white village, isolated from the world. It's the most beautiful of all. For lunch, the gastronomic experience of the trip is compartir. It's from the former chefs of the famous El Bulli. It's expensive, over €100 per person, but it's world-class. You must book months in advance. In the afternoon, drive 5 minutes to the next bay, Port Ligat. This is where the Dalí House Museum is. Pay attention. You must buy this ticket online weeks or even months in advance. Groups are tiny, and tickets sell out very fast. The ticket costs about €18. In the late afternoon, check into your final base, in Cadaqués or the nearby town of Roses. Day 7. Girona and departure. On your last day, enjoy the morning with one last coffee in Cadaqués. Then, check out and drive for about 1 hour inland to the city of Girona. Spend the afternoon exploring the old town. Walk the medieval walls, free. See the colorful houses hanging over the Onyar River, and climb the steps of the Girona Cathedral, which was a filming location for Game of Thrones. For lunch, eat in Girona's old town, and don't miss the ice cream at Rocambolesque from the El Celler de Can Roca brothers. In the afternoon, drive 30 minutes to Girona Airport, GRO, to return the car and catch your flight. Or drive back to Barcelona Airport, which takes about 1 hour and 15 minutes from Girona. about travel insurance, essential and mandatory to enter Europe. You need coverage of 30,000 euros. Use the comparator in the link in the description to save money. For those who will rent a car, the most important tip is to book in advance online using a price comparator. It's always much cheaper, and you guarantee your car. Remember to rent a small car. We'll leave the link to the comparator we use in the description. Quick shopping tips. Ceramics in La Bisbal d'Empordà, anchovies from L'Escala, wine from the Empordà region, and espadrilles. Remember, tax-free on any purchase, there is no minimum. Validate at your last departure airport. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Subscribe and like the video for more tips. And how much does it cost to eat in the Costa Brava? It's an expensive region, more so than Barcelona. The golden tip is the Menú del Dia at lunchtime. For 15 to 25 euros, you get a full meal. A mid-range dinner will be around 40 to 50 euros per person. And the tip is not obligatory, but it's kind to leave €1 or two. And what to do at night? The night is very calm and romantic. The only party town is Lloret de Mar, which we recommend avoiding if you want peace. And if you're traveling with children, the Costa Brava is wonderful for kids. The calas like Aigua Blava and La Franc are natural pools with no waves. They'll love the boat trips to the Meads Islands and the castles of Tossa de Mar and Pals. And to combine your trip, this itinerary is the perfect combination with Barcelona. The best logistic is to fly into Barcelona, spend a few days there, and then rent a car for 7 days up the coast. You're also on the border with France. From Cadaqués, you can drive 1 hour and be in Collioure. If you liked this detailed Costa Brava itinerary, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Leave your questions in the comments. Thank you very much and have a great trip.